Good morning, guys. Let's see. Yeah, I think coming off an open date, it's always interesting. Just everybody handles them a little bit different, and having two in 1 year is a little bit different for us. So, people always ask, "What do you think about an open date?" And I think there's good, and then of course there's the worries of what does that do to your psyche, and how do your players return? I mean, obviously there's the health standpoint that's always a positive. So having a second one coming up later is a big deal for us. So hopefully we got better. For us, it was a chance to really try and get better at ourselves. We did look at South Alabama, of course, but we looked at tried to look at all of our upcoming opponents and use that time to get better, and also kind of look at some of the other people we were going to play. So, but a good solid week. And South Alabama, obviously to be part of starting that program is a big deal to me. We lived in that area for, 5 or 6 years. My kids went to school down there. So a lot of great memories of Mobile and Baldwin County, living down there at Spanish Fort. So a lot of great memories, a lot of great people. Really think, they've got a really good coaching staff. And I know this game is going to be very important to them. It's very important to us. It's the next game in state, just kind of like we talked about with Alabama State. I think really scores and records are really almost a moot point because it's so important. Their team knows our team knows their team, we know their staff, and vice versa. So I think you can really throw a lot of that stuff out and just know it's going to be a super hard-fought game.
Hey, I got to ask real quick, Coach. The move to South Alabama for you was move up into the college ranks
Right.
for the first time. Just talk about, was that something that it just the opportunity there, and then it springboarded for everything that you've been able to do ever since? Or what?
Yeah, I think the thing that was exciting for me about South Alabama at the time was I had some offers to go maybe be a position coach, but to get to go in and help start a program. Joey and I went in there together, and to kind of be, assistant head coach, defense coordinator, and we're really taking it from nowhere. Everything from building buildings to turf fields and recruiting from scratch and, scheduling games. I mean, so all those things were things that I was really excited about, and then to watch that program grow from really nothing. And I saw where one of the players was talking about, we literally put a locker on a slab of concrete, kind of, a lot of the things we did here when we brought it back. We said, okay, this is the vision, this is the dream, this is where we're headed. And, the city of Mobile was really good to us, and just bought into all the things we were trying to do there. So like I said, a lot of great memories. They're doing a lot of good things there. So, I know they have high expectations, but it was great, obviously the start for me that I needed to be where I am today.
Bill, how good did it feel to be able to hit some deep balls and throw some deep balls and connect on some in the last game?
Yeah, I think for us it was it was definitely not a loss on that Friday after the game, but, our guys felt that way. And, we just really had to come in here and say, let's get better. And, that's going to be a weekly thing for us. We can't, the only way to replicate the game is to play in the game. And so whether it's us getting better, whether it's guys not having played before, whether it's bullseye on your chest, whatever you want to say, that's what it's going to look like every week. So, it was good. And, I think after a little bit of a slow start, the defense came around. We get the good lead, and then, give them credit. They didn't quit, but, that's something we got to work on. We got to work on finishing a game. And, we had opportunities to move the ball and some short yardage, possessions that we could have, we wish we would have had back and get better at. So that's the things we focused on this week. And just, continually trying to get ourselves better. But it was good to go on the road, obviously, with us having struggled in that second game. It was great to get that win behind us, and now, and focus on the next one.
Love putting the pressure on, but these in-state games like this, how do they help a program if you beat this team? How does it help the recruiting process, really?
Well, I think that's what you do. I think the recruiting process always starts in state. It always starts locally. We've got such great ties down in that area, and so I think that's a big part of it is how you do in these head-to-head matchups, and because you are literally they're selling their school, we're selling our school, their staff, our staff. So when you can look at a head-to-head matchup, I think that's always important. So I think obviously in recruiting that's part of that process.
How is Tyler's development coming along? I mean, he's the guy.
Yep.
now, and he's been waiting his time. Have you
Yep.
seen that type of improvement that you wanted to see now that he's got his name on that top spot?
Yeah, I think for us it was, all right, what's the next steps? And, a lot of those things he worked hard on this summer, and there's still, I think any quarterback, it's just a constant, what's the next thing for you? He's really thrown that deep ball well, and let's continue to work on all the others, running game, managing the team. I think that's just a constant state of evolution, but, he's definitely improving, and that's what we want to see out of everybody, especially the quarterback.
As far as the offensive line, that was one of the big questions coming into the fall. How do you think they progress?
I think they have, and I talked a little bit before about when people decide they're going to really get in there inside the tackles and say we're not going to let you run the ball inside. I think some of that is X's and O's, and I think this group's got to continue to get better. So, to have the luxury of that group we had the last 2 years, who were really good, and so now how does this group, their pass protection was really solid last week. So, we want to continue to work that run game and keep getting better there. And I think that group, once again, will just continue to benefit from just practice and just playing in these games.
Do you feel that Spencer Brown hadn't necessarily had the numbers he had last year, maybe a little bit of that contributed?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I think so. We got to, anytime we run the ball, we got to look at, the runner and the O-line. Anytime we throw the ball, you look at the quarterback, the protection, and the guy catching. It's all that whole group, and some of it may be X and O, some may be the O-line, some, Spencer's got to see it, so we don't, we feel like it's that whole group's got things to get better at. Correct.
How good was it to connect on some deep balls and hit some home runs in the aggregate?
It felt great to finally, get some deep balls thrown and complete them. We do them almost every day, if not every day, in practice, working on them over and over again. So to be able to do that on the field, it felt great.
And the chemistry between you guys and Tyler, obviously, Ted mentioned the three guys who are really racking up receiving yards. That's something that develops over a long period of time. Where is that, do you think, right now? The team, the chemistry between you guys and Tyler?
The chemistry is, I say, as best as it can be. We always stand after practice, getting throws. We've been doing so since last year, so it's just progressed into this year and just made it even better.
Is there anybody in the receiving corps that's kind of stood out as the leader of the group that kind of speaks out when, we need to make a play? Is there anybody that's kind of taking that role?
Yeah, me and Austin, we do our best to try to step up and take that role and just encourage the young guys whenever it's their chance. Mark, he's gotten a couple of chances, Grossman, and he's completed them. We've done that way with Mitch, gotten Mitch a couple of balls, trying to encourage him, just keep them boosted up with their confidence and whatnot.
When you get an opportunity to play an in-state school like this, what's the mindset of the team? You don't want to lose, to an in-state school.
Yes, sir.
What are you guys thinking before you go into a game like that? What's the motivation?
Well, you got to come with everything you have. Well, you have to do that every week as well, but with in-state, it's even more. You have to just push even more, try even harder, execute even more, and just give great effort, even more effort, because this is going to last more than just the season. This is something we're going to talk about against each other for longer than just our senior years with us and the guys down in South Alabama. So, yeah.
Any other questions?
Do you know any players?
I actually went to JUCO with two of the players, Jordan Beaton and Travis Reed. So I know a couple guys down there.
Are you going against them directly, or?
Not directly, but Travis Reed, he plays corner, so he'll be over either Austin or Myron. So.
Coming off a big road win like that, what did that do as far as the team's confidence goes? Because I know you guys weren't happy with the way the first game went, even though you won.
It gave a team a lot of confidence because they say the biggest progression is going from week 1 to week 2. And coming to that week 2 game against Akron, where you get the win, it was great for us. And coming to this game, it's going to be a lot of momentum.
What does it mean to play an in-state school like that? There's bragging rights and all that stuff, but how important is it for UAB to get a win over an in-state school?
it's bigger than us for real because it's bragging rights on the line. Like they say, it's recruiting on the line. Everything's on the line against this team, and they just right down the road. So we gotta come with everything in this game.
What is the necklace? What do we have there?
Oh, so the necklace is my name, Starting Thomas the Fifth, STV.
Any other questions for Starling?
You know anybody on that, within that program that makes it fun and interesting this week for you?
I actually played with the running back Carlos Davis in the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game, and the quarterback named Desmond Trotter. I played against him in high school. He went to Shades Valley, so I get to play against two guys I know it's gonna be pretty fun.
Have you texted any of those guys or said anything to them?
Nah, not yet. I'm gonna wait till after the game. Let's go talk to them. Can't be friends throughout the week.
Yeah, he's a local guy?
Yeah.
So you're local and playing college ball here in front of everybody that can come and see you. Do you get the experience that you want there? You also get home cooked meals? Just talk about how nice it is to be in college so close to home and in front of friends and being able to play.
It's actually a great experience to be right here in Birmingham because my high school is right up the street, Ramsey. So, I mean, it's all here at the same spot. And then just being here, it just feels good playing, knowing that this is my city, this is mine. I really can't explain the experience. It just feels good just being out there at home with all my friends and my family. They can watch me easily, and they don't have to make no far trips to come see me play.
Do you feel like you represent the community?
I feel like I do because I don't want to say very known, but I'm well known. A lot of people know me in the town, so I feel like I'm representing the city very well right now.
You were on the state championship team, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
What does that do for a guy when he comes from a great program like that? I mean, you gotta feel pretty good about what you bring to the table, I think.
Championship mentality, basically, just wanting to win, do anything to win, never giving up, just always trying to win. That's the kind of mentality I bring to the team, hard nosed.
Do you have any personal goals for this season that you want to accomplish personally?
Personally, I want to be all-conference cornerback, no touchdowns allowed, and I just want to be the best. I want them to say I'm the best cornerback in the conference.
All right,
You
well,
feel like you're on the way to doing that?
I feel like I am.
Do you, it's not bragging if you can back it up, is it?
It's not bragging. I feel like I'm the best.